Hey, welcome to the stream. Colby, nice to see you. Well, what? I'm catching a live stream. This is going to be awesome. Yep, just starting a bit earlier today. Actually, we normally start at 12, but I need to leave earlier than normal, so thought I'd just jump on an hour earlier. Awesome, welcome to the stream. Where is everyone? Yeah, it's just because we're an hour early, so I think most people just aren't prepared for it to have come out at this time. So let's just jump straight into it. More people will come on later, I'm sure. Right, so let's pick the game for today. We only get to play one game today, unfortunately, so we only have an hour and a half. Just because I just don't have enough a lot of time, unfortunately. I've got to get my car serviced. Alright, what are we getting? Please not Brotherhood of Steel. Okay, Fallout 3. I'll take Fallout 3. Well, actually, we might finish Fallout 3 this episode, because we've only got Broken Steel left. And that's not a very long DLC. Let's get straight into it. I've watched your Daggerfall and Arena videos like 8 times. Great shit, man. Great shit. Thanks, dude. Daggerdale, let's D indeed. I'm getting mixed up here. My bad. Yeah. Daggerfall always gets messed up by the spell checkers. Quite annoying. Like in my script, I had to like add it to the dictionary so that it would stop telling me it was like an incorrect word. Alright. Hop over to... Oh, let's start the game. But we've got some more retrospectives coming out this year. Early in the year, we got Diablo coming out, which is going to be a long one. And some Battlespire later in the year as well. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. More retrospectives coming. And I'll be streaming Battlespire as well before releasing the retrospective. Right, there you go. Let's go. Oh yes, we were at Old Oni killing the Deathclaws. Oh wow, we're really near the end of this game then. Let me just check. Do we actually have any DLCs left? No, this is it. Wow, okay. What are we actually doing? Find the ruins. Oh, it wants me to do an optional objective back at the Citadel. No, thank you. Nice. Welcome to the stream pixelized. No filter YT. Hell of a name. Going the right way here. Oh, right, yeah, it's a sewer grate, isn't it? Alien Blaster as a primary. We did use it as a primary, but unfortunately, we are out of ammo now. So I think that's it. There's probably places we can find some more, but it's not a priority. I've got all of the alien weapons. We did the... I forgot the name of the DLC now. Mothership Zeta. We did Mothership Zeta first. And that's all I've been using the entire time. And the Gauss rifle from Operation Anchorage. Or the Gauss rifle, whichever way you pronounce it. From what I remember, there's just a lot of Deathclaws in here. Let's go this way. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. We're so high level now. Yeah. Actually, we're not even that high level. Only level 19. Just very overpowered. Just gonna follow the quest marker, I think. Don't have to go do anything special on this one. Did we spec into stealth? I can't remember. I think that was in New Vegas, maybe. No.
What the?
Whichever one gets me to kill you.
Yeah, man. This place is crawling with...
Yeah, we're playing the game, like, we're basically speedrunning the games. Oh yeah, I forgot to, classic. I always forget to do this. Forgot to start the timer. So, bring that in and start it up. And I'll take a few minutes off. There you go. I think we should finish Broken Steel within an hour and a half. So we might actually have time to play another game within that time before I have to go get my car serviced. Is this guy killable? Yes. Death is always the fastest way. I don't need help when we have quest markers. That does also inadvertently mean that as a speedrun, I think our evil incarnate. That's just standard whenever you're gonna do a speedrun, I think. Coffee, RuneScape, and jeweler. This is gonna be a great morning. What a way to make my day. Nice. Sounds like a good morning. I'm yet to get back into RuneScape. I've talked about it on other streams, but I can't trust myself. Can't trust myself to get back into it. The dangerous game. But as they say, you never actually truly quit RuneScape. You're just on a break. So role-playing as a psychopath? Yep. It's the fastest way to get through the game, unfortunately. Not how I normally make my way through them. But when trying to go fast, you just can't, you just don't have time to speak to people. They're just an obstacle. Away? Possibly. Let's see where this corridor goes. Might be up here. Ah, we fall down anyway. Alrighty. Oh, actually, we might not finish it in this hour and a half because I just remembered we got the Enclave base to do. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, the Enclave base takes a while, actually. Especially in, like, the Land Cruiser thing you've got to walk through. Oh. Maybe this is the wrong way. Oh, no. This is the main problem with local maps in these games. They're just a screenshot, essentially. There's no depth. As much as I'm not much of a fan of the 3D map in Daggerfall, I understand why they came up with that decision. Because these maps are next to useless. Maybe this was the right way to go? It seems like it's directing me down here. But it just, if you take those stairs, oh, maybe this way. Yeah. I always get done by these mines. I'm not playing the game slow enough to notice them. Alright, let's actually stare at the floor. Damn, that guy's tanky. There's another one in this little arena, isn't there? I can see him on the compass. Yeah. Nice. That the way we have to go? No. Whenever there's like a locked door or anything, you know that's not necessarily the ideal way to go, because they never lock quest locations or anything like that behind a hack, like a door you have to hack open or a door you have to lockpick open. Just to make sure that all players can make their way to the end, regardless of their skill levels. Although they do actually sometimes offer shortcuts, so if you actually do know the speedrun route, there probably are some times where you have to lockpick. I'm just winging it. Oh, I remember, yep, I remember doing this build in my last playthrough of Fallout 3. Got stuck here for a while, getting lost. So many places and so so little to see in Fallout 3, I always felt like. Yeah, like, I guess the problem with Fallout 3 is that all the exploration feels quite similar. There's not a lot of variation in the tile sets. I think the best way to play Fallout 3 is probably just to, like, stick to the quest lines. Actually exploring outside of that, you're not going to find many places of interest. There are some, though, particularly raider bases. I find those quite interesting. But yeah, there's not a lot of them. Mainly exploration is a way to find more quests. That vertibird's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, can I actually blow it up? Maybe. Oh, we can. Nice. Okay, so I remember getting lost because I did a full playthrough of Fallout 3 earlier last year, where I actually played it like legitimately, not just trying to speedrun through it. I think it was something like coming up here, and there was a little bit of platforming we had to do. Hope that's right, because I got stuck in here for a while. No, yeah, this... Oh, no, is this it? How did I get stuck in? That was so easy now. Hindsight. That was so, like, well, like, marked out as well with that billboard. I must have just missed it when I played it before. Oh, it's not the way. That, I think, is a shortcut way, though. These guns are so strong. Yeah, your Elder Scrolls videos are awesome. Thank you, JS. Thank you very much. Got more like that coming this year. I want to do the stream Battlespire probably next month. It depends when the Diablo retrospective comes out. That's pretty much finished, and it's like finished writing. Nearly got all the script together for that one. It's going to be about 4 hours long. Maybe a bit longer, depends how much more I have to write. And then we're straight onto Battlespire then. That's not the right way. There you go. I can't remember if we have to jump down. No. I think we need to turn it off first. Pretty sure we're just gonna die if I do this, but let's try it. Oh, okay, well, it has killed me before, but we managed to survive. I think you are meant to turn that off before you grab it, but we managed to tank our way through. All well and good. Oh, are these alien blasters? Oh, yes. Perfect. Nice. That's the game giving me an out. Yeah, we can go back to this now. Much better. Make sure that we aren't missing any more. It only gave us 36. Better than nothing. What's the way out of here? Ah, cool. I'm not a native speaker. You have an accent. It's a slight Welsh accent with a little bit of Northern English. My mum is from North England. So, yeah, I think there's a little influence on that. But it's not a very strong Welsh accent by any means. But yeah, I'm from Wales, so that's why I have one. Hey Jula, just finished your 4-hour-long Tess Arena video. Already enjoyed the Daggerfall video and watched this to the end as well, so keep up the nice work. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. Oh, God. Yeah, lots of more retrospectives coming. I was just explaining earlier, we've got Diablo and Battlespire, but also the whole point of these Fallout streams is that I am working towards doing retrospectives on the entire Fallout series, which will take a long time, and it will culminate in a final, probably 20-hour-long video, but I'm going to release it in parts, so it'll be like Fallout 1 and 2 as like one episode, Fallout Tactics and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel of another episode, and so on, going through the series. But that's the whole point of these streams. Because while I have played most Fallouts, I haven't finished Tactics or Brotherhood of Steel before. So whenever those games come up in the stream rotation, it's always a fun time. Except for Brotherhood of Steel. That's the console one that came out in 2004 or 2002. I need to check that. But that one's terrible. I know Triangle City, who's like a Fallout lore channel. He's doing loads of like behind the scenes research on Brotherhood of Steel, so I'm excited to see like what he uncovers. It'll be very helpful for my own research.
You found it.
I did. Make the Tesla weapon and let's go.
Based on the...
Alright, this is the last quest of the game then. There's nothing we really need here. Just keep doing science. No real reason. 2 points of strength. Not really helpful. Oh, yeah, this is so overpowered. We don't really use VATS a lot, but maybe we should, because this is so overpowered in Fallout 3. Grim Reaper Sprint. They nerfed it heavily in New Vegas. This makes it so you can just permanently use VATS over and over. Oh no, we actually have to go through the sewers. It's not too bad if you've played not played the game using the speedrun. But we went straight to Rivet City so we could skip all of the GNR quests. But, oh no. Okay, yeah, we are not finishing Fallout 3 in this episode, I don't think. It's going to take a bit longer just to get through to the White House. Then we got to go for the train system. I remember it all now. Yep. It's a bit of a pain. Before we get close, though, we'll definitely get to the Enclave base. Did you ever watch Nuka Break? I did, yeah, the 2-part fan-made Fallout films, right? They were really good. That's really what the new TV show that's coming out has to live up to. I'm not sure if it will. Looking at the trailer, I wasn't impressed, I'm gonna be honest. Just with some odd lore choices, like the Cyclops man. Which I'm okay with having new mutations we've not seen before, but I don't understand why he's the overseer of a vault. But we might learn more about that later on. Like, possibly the vault had radiation leak in or something. It is interesting. Well, it's odd that we've not seen mutations like that before, which would make me think that generally people don't mutate like that in the Fallout universe. But I guess they do now. Through some variation of a retcon. But I thought Westworld was a very good series. It had a bit, you know, like a lot of TV shows, the later seasons weren't quite as good. But seeing as it's made by the same people, should be interesting. I thought, based on the trailer, it does seem like they've been consulting with Todd Howard as kind of the lore master. And that's pure speculation, but if that's the case, that is not boding well. I want to say Todd's the ideal guy to go to for Fallout lore. Wait, why is it directing me? Oh, right, we're going for the... Ew, is that the way it wants me to go through the tepid sewers? This might be the fastest way, but I don't like the tepid sewers one bit. TV show as canon? Yeah, I think so. At least within Bethesda's Fallout canon. You could argue that canon can just, you know, be your own thing. Like, I guess there's a level of headcanon, but you believe what you want to believe. That's why a lot of people will say, like, Elder Scrolls Online isn't canon in the Elder Scrolls. Oh dear, I did not see that gas. Have you seen the Fallout London trailer? I have, yeah, that looks really exciting. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. I think maybe 2025. But, yeah, they've been releasing a few small mods for Fallout 4. Like, a few, like, armor packs and stuff. Looks good. I'm not a series watching guy, but hope they do it justice. Yeah, we've not seen a lot other than a trailer, but it should be interesting at least. Or frustrating. Seems like a lot of TV shows are a mix of two lately. Like, I was just glad I didn't get hyped for that recent Lord of the Rings show. I knew that looked bad from the trailer, which I think is why I'm approaching this new Fallout show with the same kind of skepticism. Don't want to be let down. Probably won't even watch it until it's all released either. And then I might not watch it based on the reviews. If the reviews are bad, I'm just not going to touch it. No point. Oh, God. Always miss one. I saw that a release date has been on Fallout London, so April 23rd. That's what some YouTube channel has shown. Is that for this year? Damn, that's really close. I didn't realize they were so far along. I won't be surprised if it has to be pushed back. It just seems to be the case with a lot of fan-made stuff. And it's fine, you know, like, obviously I want them to spend as much time as they need to get it in the best state it can be. Especially because we're not paying for it, so it doesn't really matter if it's late. I'd rather have it come out when it's done. Wait, oh, but he might be talking about the TV show? Yeah, the TV show is April 23rd. Yeah, yeah. Well, no, not necessarily. I'm not going to confirm that because I'm not sure, but it is around that time. So, yeah, maybe he was talking about the TV show. I don't know if it's exactly April 23rd, but it is early this year, so that would line up. Yeah, I think it should just be up here. Probably have to go through 3 or 4 of these sewers just to get to the White House. Okay, we're finally in a railway station. It's good. My mum loves the shit out of Lord of the Rings. I didn't watch the show, but she did. Yeah, I haven't heard good things about it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the original books and the Peter Jackson films. Not the Hobbit ones, but the original early 2000s ones. But yeah, the show just looked off from the trailer immediately. And I think they've just now announced they're doing another 3 films. Like another trilogy. But maybe carrying on from the TV show. So I'll probably give those a miss. Oh, the LOD has not loaded in on those houses yet. Oof. Yeah, that shows the age of Fallout 3 right there. I wonder when it's going to load in. There you go. Foggy Bottom. What a lovely name. That's correct. I guess so. I think the Galadriel show was good. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan, so maybe that's why. Is that the newest one? Yeah, like possibly that's an important part of it, you know. Like maybe to like a casual watcher, it was good. I haven't heard enough. Like I've just seen like written reviews. I've not watched any videos on it. I'm not sure what it's based on either. It might be based on Tolkien's son's work. I know his son released or like extended universe stuff, like from Tolkien's notes. So I think it's based on that. The Silmarillion. I think it's it's called. I've never read that one, even though I read Lord of the Rings probably like once every 2 years. Never actually checked out the Silmarillion. I'll probably give the show a watch at some point. It's just not a priority. It just works, Todd Howard. It does just work. How does it feel get to play games like Fallout 1, 2, New Vegas, and then delve into playing Fallout 3? Well, that was... Oh, I should not be using this weapon on a raider. But that was actually the purpose of these streams, is to have that juxtaposition of jumping from like a CRPG into an action RPG like Fallout 3. And like how that feels and how similar the games actually are within the Fallout universe. And it's been interesting because it's made me realize that Fallout 3, for all the rap it gets for like Bethesda retcon and lore and all that, I actually think it feels pretty similar to Fallout 1. They've actually tried... I can definitely see the effort they put into it to try and make it fit within the Fallout universe. But only the universe of Fallout 1. That's the issue. Is that they've almost ignored Fallout 2. And I think that's what's annoying to a lot of fans. Especially because they've just grabbed all the assets from Fallout 1. You think like super mutants and like just raiders, and they've just taken like Fallout 1, which is a West Coast game and has its own lore, and then plonked it on the East Coast. And that's what feels like... That's just annoying. It's like, it shows a lack of creativity. But it's admirable in that it also shows clearly a love for the original game and to try and emulate the original game in a 3D environment. It's just a shame that when you come to play Fallout 2 and you see this whole huge progression of the lore, and you see like how the Masters army has obviously like disintegrated after Fallout 1, and they've completely you know, they've changed tactics. Well, they're not even an army anymore. They've changed tactics. Super mutants generally aren't evil anymore. You've got markers and all that kind of stuff, and that's just all ignored coming into Fallout 3. So that's the annoying thing. But yeah, it's been an interesting time. It's made me look at Fallout 3 in a brighter light than I have before. Not that it still has a lot of issues. The world building, generally with things like Megaton and stuff, doesn't make a lot of sense. Even compared to like in Fallout 1, something like Shady Sands, which had farmland and a clear means of getting food. This was one of the major criticisms of H-Bomb's video on Fallout 3. They just kind of took things from the recipe, from the recipe games, like bottle caps and factions, without much exploration of themes. Yeah. It seems like they played Fallout 1, and they wrote down everything that they thought makes it Fallout. So they were like, okay, super mutants, raiders, ghouls, you know, a dreary dead landscape. All these things, like they broke it down to its base components and then transported that onto the East Coast and made a 3D game out of it. But yeah, they never explored the actual themes behind the game, other than like Fish Feast retrofuturism. But they missed out on a lot of the more important themes. Generally, like the nihilism, and they approached the humor differently. That's the one thing they took from Fallout 2 was the humor. Fallout 2's humor was quite different from Fallout 1's. Fallout 1 isn't so tongue-in-cheek. It's more nuanced and it's quite subtle. Whereas Fallout 2 is more like in your face, like a lot of references, just kind of more comedic. That's the only thing that it feels like Fallout 3 took from Fallout 2. And that was a criticism of Fallout 2 when the game came out. That's one of the reasons that Fallout 2 hasn't aged actually very well, because there's a lot of references in that game that are done for humor that you won't understand unless you were born in the early 90s. And even then, like, that's when I was born, and I don't particularly remember like all the things it's referencing. Because there are a lot of things that reference as well as like in American culture, which is fair enough. It's obviously based in America and it's made by Americans. But for an international audience, I just don't understand the jokes. Well, not all of the jokes anyway. And that was never the case in Fallout 1, except for things that were based on luck. So they were meant to be Easter eggs. And I would think the only one in Fallout 1 that people might not understand would be the TARDIS. But again, that's an Easter egg that's based entirely... You can only see that if you have a luck of 9. So it's not like it's in your face for all players. In Fallout 2, a lot of the humor you would see if you were just playing the game normally. And that's how they approach it in Fallout 3 as well. Might be too early to ask, but who do you think is the best main character in the Fallout series? As in, like, the player character or a main character in the plot? For the player character, it depends what you mean by best. In terms of canonically strongest, it's probably the Courier. I think the Courier had the most to do and overcame the greatest odds. But they're all very strong. Oh, actually, maybe the Chosen One's probably stronger than the Courier, maybe. If you're talking about main characters in terms of the actual plot, it's hard to say if there are any strong main characters in the Black Isle plots. There's Aradesh, but I wouldn't count him as a main character. I guess the Overseer in Fallout 1 would be a main character to the plot, because you have to speak to him multiple times. So I guess he takes the cake because he's the only one I can think of. In Fallout 2, again, there's not really any main characters to the plot necessarily. You're always talking to a lot of different people. In Fallout 3, it would be like there's Sarah Lyons and I guess her father. Not a lot to go off with those two. Between those two, I prefer Sarah Lyons because I guess she's just more of the heroic character. Bit one note though. Her father's just annoying because he's the one who split the Brotherhood from the original Creed, so I just don't like him for that. Fallout 4. Nick Valentine, I guess, is the main character in that game. I like Nick.
What's up?
Good voice acting, I think, from Nick. Good performance. New Vegas. Is there a main character? No, New Vegas kind of approaches... I guess Benny. Benny's the main antagonist, isn't he? And then House. Oh, yeah, they're obviously the main characters in Vegas would be House and Benny. And Caesar. Yeah, obviously those three. The NCR, I wouldn't say necessarily has a main character to it. There's the General, but you don't see him until right at the end, so I don't think it counts. And like President Kimball, again, you only see him at one point. Out of those three, though, I think Caesar's the most interesting. House is the one I would always go for. Yes Man, I guess, would count as a character as well, but it's not a lot of character to him. Benny's the most memorable. Caesar's the most interesting. House is the best choice, in my opinion. And then 76 doesn't really have a story, so I guess the Overseer is a main character in that plotline. She takes it by virtue of being one of the only characters you actually interact with in the game. But yeah, I think you're probably talking about the playable characters. The best is probably, I think, the Courier, maybe canonically. But in my opinion, my favorite is still the Courier. Actually, it would still be the Courier. Closely followed from the Fallout 1, which I always forget his name. I keep on thinking it's the Lone Wanderer, but that's Fallout 3's name. Maybe it's the Vault Dweller. I think Fallout 1 says the Vault Dweller. Yeah, closely followed by the Vault Dweller, just because Fallout 1 is my favorite Fallout game. It was also the first one I played, so probably takes the cake from that one. First one I played, but not the first one I finished. I played it first, but I thought, at the time, this was probably early 2000s, around the time... It might be just after I played Morrowind, and I started looking up lists of, like, the best RPGs, so I picked up Fallout from that, and I didn't like it because it felt too old for me, because I was, like, 12 at the time, and a bit of an idiot, I guess, but I was like, ew, this game's too old. So the actual first one I finished was Fallout 3, and then I went to check out Fallout 1 again, and fell in love with it. Which president is this? Is this Jefferson or Washington? Washington, I think. Not well versed on American presidents. As mad as this makes me, between the main character, the sole survivor in Fallout 4, achieves the most. I mean, he defeats major factions as part of the story. Yeah, true. But you could... Yeah, that's a good point. You do defeat major factions. Yeah, the Courier doesn't actually defeat anyone. You just defeat minor factions, like the Brotherhood of Steel. And that's only an individual chapter as well. But the Courier does decide who gets Vegas. Which I guess is actually quite a small area, isn't it? When you think of it. Yeah, no, I can see the argument that really the sole survivor does do a whole lot. And he has the strongest... Well, she has the strongest backstory as well. So as a character, you could argue they're the best written because they're the only ones that actually have been written. All the others were just vessels to be inhabited. And we need to call the... Wait, do we have to call the train, or is that later on? I think we have to make our way to the train station first. Washington is the one with the wig, the first president. Ah, right. Hey, Tyrannium, welcome to the stream. It's a bit of an early one today, and we only have time for one game, unfortunately. But I thought I'd still, seeing as I wasn't doing anything this morning, thought I might as well jump on, get one game out of the way. Keep it going, you know. Might be able to finish Fallout 3. We have 54 minutes left. Maybe not. Just because I know the Enclave base takes a while. Fallout 2 does give a lot of leeway into what kind of chosen one you can be. You ever done a low intelligence run? Not in Fallout 2, but I've done 2 in Fallout 1. Really fun. You meant to do one in Fallout 2. As I mentioned before, I've not finished Fallout 2 before. I've just played through it. I've played up to around Vault City NCR a few times. So I think on our stream runs, this is probably the furthest I've ever been in Fallout 2. But obviously before the retrospective, I will be doing a dumb run and trying to do a passive run as well. Hello. Give me the train. Clear the security. Oh, I need to kill everyone. Can I skip that? Override security parameters? Alright, brilliant. Can you repair the train? Repairs are currently impossible. Deactivate all your security. Okay, can't deactivate those. How do I use these tunnels to get to the base? Access a train line. Currently impossible. Has anyone else used the train? Yeah, it's going to be the Enclave. How many Enclave forces are at the base? Yeah, tons. I already know that. Okay, I think that should be enough. Yeah. Oh, that was a friendly. My bad. Oh, these are all friendly. Yep. That was the whole point of that science check I just did. Yes, man, his goat. His dialogue kills me. Yeah. He's one of the best comedic characters in, like, the modern Fallouts, I would say. A continuation of how Fallout 2 did its humor. Which I'm not entirely against. It's just a departure from what, like, the theme that Fallout 1 had set. I quite like the way Fallout New Vegas does its humor. Just a continuation of the Fallout 2 style. With less references. All the references in Fallout 2 and Fallout New Vegas, sorry, are mostly to songs from the 50s. A lot of Elvis songs, and they only reference in like the quest name. So you don't actually have to know the name of the song to even understand the reference, because you'll just be like, oh, that's a cool name for a quest. I think that's the best way to do it. The Courier is the only one that actually has character. All the others are pure blank straight. Well, except for the Sole Survivor, which is a criticism of Fallout 4, that he's the only one who isn't a blank... he and she. Obviously, you're either a lawyer or a ex-soldier. They're the only ones that, like, aren't blank slates. And yeah, the Courier as well, because you do have a bit of a backstory, don't you? Being shot in the head and all that. And then the backstory is kind of forced onto you. Yeah, arguably forced onto you in the DLC. There is that whole narrative with Lonesome Road where you can deny what Ulysses is telling you you've done. But you could also argue that's just you being in denial, not necessarily you being like, oh, it didn't happen. It probably is more of like, I don't remember it, so I'm denying it happened. It does seem that it's been written, it's implied, you know, obviously that is what you did. So you're right in Yeah, actually, no, yeah, you're right. The Courier has the most backstory. The Soul Survivor has the second most. So Soul Survivor's backstory is actually so little, it's more frustrating. Because all you have is like, oh, I'm a soldier, and there's nothing to indicate that you're a soldier. You know, you're not necessarily. What they could have done is, if you picked a male, you have better combat skills, like to start off, the highlight that you're an ex-soldier. And the same as you picked female, you'd have better speech skills to highlight that you were a lawyer, but they never really explored that. So it's just a forced backstory that's never really brought up. Why is it black and white? Is that intended? Really desaturated here. Okay, there is color. Super desaturated. Right, I need to pick up the Tesla cannon. Oh yeah, it's from here. I wasn't fast enough on that. If I got here earlier, would have been able to take out those vertibirds. What's the notes here?
This is Paladin Tristan. If you're listening to this, then you've made it through the Presidential Metro, and Adams Air Force Base is all that stands in your way. Our scouts report that the fire controls for the orbital missile satellite are located in the main tower of the Enclave mobile platform. The only way into the platform is by way of a ramp that lowers from a watch post the Enclave set up in the old air traffic control tower. When you opened the crate, it triggered a beacon. We'll pick up the signal and start the assault to cover your entry.
Alright.
Good luck, and Godspeed.
I just checked the Fallout London team channel here on YouTube, and yeah, they released a trailer 2 weeks ago saying St. George's Day this year. Wow, that's actually quite close. That's exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's not disappointing like Fallout the Frontier. I don't think they would release something Frontier quality. Clearly, you know, everyone saw the backlash that received, and they've clearly, you know, they've learned a lesson. They're not going to do something like that. You'd hope, you know. Cross our fingers. Now, can I wait until it's daytime? I've been playing in the dark this entire time. Oh, not until the enemies are gone. Are they just turrets? I can't actually see anyone. Oh, wait, what? Where did that come from? They are turrets. Yeah. And then maybe one Enclave guy? Or is it just more turrets on this roof? Right, I'm gonna run this way, because I'm just fed up of being in the dark. Just try and stealth our way to hidden, yes. Give me light. Yay. The Frontier situation was a mess, and the devs threw one of their artists who just happened to be a brony under the bus to save their own reputations. Yeah, I heard about that. That's really unfortunate. Because it obviously wasn't the result of just one person, but that was the narrative they were trying to spin. They have been fixing it up, though. And I know they just disabled the entire NCR quest line. Because I think that was one of the big issues with the game. Because that was the one that had like all the copyrighted stuff basically in it. They were just ripping off games left and right. There was like Wolfenstein, there was some Call of Duty in it. There's like no originality. And it's odd choices for inspiration as well. Because those aren't games I wouldn't necessarily think of when I think Fallout. And I'm a fan of like I like the Wolfenstein games, you know, up to a point. I like the Call of Duty games. Up to about Black Ops 3, I think was probably the last one I played. I played Cold War for the zombies, but I didn't care about anything else. But yeah, it's not what I think of, you know. When I think Fallout, I think CRPG. Even Bethesda don't think that, unfortunately. Okay. No point blowing up those ones. Can I blow up these gates? No. I think there are ways to turn those off. We're just more turrets, isn't it? Yeah. That was terrible accuracy. Oh, I should probably use my Grim Reaper Sprint more. Yeah, let's switch to the Alien Blaster and start using that. Picked it for a reason. Oh, is our... Yeah, okay. If we use the Gauss Rifle, maybe... Oh, wow, okay. Never mind. Because we haven't spec'd into, like, anything for VATS, and our perception, I think, is probably quite low. Is it low? It must be. Based on that. 6. Oh, it's just because we've not been picking skills necessarily help with VATS. No. Don't land and unload troops. I think that was just a set piece one, actually. Yeah, we can't get through here. I remember this. We have to go through these... Oh, God. To go for these buildings. Where did you guys come from? Oh, that's going to blow up. Get away from that. Actually. Nice. Okay, let's just get close to them. Use our VATS. Wasting what little alien blaster ammo I have left. In hindsight, taking luck 10 in this game was a waste. I'm not entirely sure why I did that. Just accidentally carried over my New Vegas build. I think the only thing luck 10 can get you is the Fire Blaster, I want to think it's called, the unique alien blaster you can get. But we weren't necessarily trying to farm that, because you have to go to specific points on the map to try and get that to spawn, and we weren't looking for it, so if that even did spawn, I wouldn't have noticed it. Yeah, we don't want to touch anything to do with those death claws. How long we got left? Oh, 42. Actually, we might be able to do it, but it's going to be like the skin of our teeth. I'm going to spend a significant amount of time just making our way to the big Land Cruiser thing. Which is this massive thing over here. That's what we have to go into. And there's quite a big dungeon on the inside as well. Right, are they going to land? No. Can we... The intended route, from what I remember, is you have to run right to the end of this big area, and then you loop back around onto the runway, and that's when you can get onto this big Land Cruiser. Which is just the Fallout, Bethesda's version of the... what would you call it? The oil... It's the Bethesda's version of the oil tanker thing. Oil platform from Fallout 2. Again, with them just stealing things from past Fallout games and being like, yep, that's what makes Fallout Fallout. Oh dear. Yeah, see, I want to be able to destroy these things. Actually, these might be Brotherhood ones because they're shooting the Enclave. Maybe don't shoot those ones. They should put a big white Brotherhood logo on those so I don't make that mistake. What do you think about the unofficial statement by ex-Bethesda employees that China launched the first nuke because they got aware of the FEV project? Not canon, but makes sense, although it takes the mystery out of it. I always liked the approach that America launched the first nuke, because it just fits more with the America we see within the Fallout universe. Like, this isn't... I mean, not that America's necessarily the good guy in real life, but this isn't a good guy America, you know? They've approached it from, like, this is a tyrannical America that invaded Canada and started killing its civilians just because it wanted to have land right next to Alaska to ship it so they can ship their troops through faster. So I always preferred the approach that it was America that launched a nuke first, with the belief that they could just take out China. because they would always win in the war, and it was a kind of a. I can't remember where I've read this, but it's like it seems like they kind of approached it a similar way that they approached Japan, where it's like we could go in and invade everyone, but we would lose more troops than if we just nuked them. So that was the intention, was to do a Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and just God, I'm not even gonna fight those guys. It's not worth it. And just nuke the rest of China to get it over with. And it worked against them. And then China, you know, because China obviously saw what they were gonna do, got the plans, and maybe China did launch the first nuke, but they knew that America was going to launch one very imminently anyway. I prefer that approach, but I mean, it makes sense because in Bethesda's Fallout, the FEV is everywhere. That wasn't the case originally. FEV was localized to a single factory or a single research base which was the Glow. You could argue, though, it does fit this ex-Bethesda employee's headcanon that the Glow was obviously a place that was directly nuked. Of course, it was just a military base, so they would have nuked it regardless, but it was nuked in a way that the other military bases weren't, because the Glow must have been nuked multiple times for it to have been so deeply penetrated, or at least hit with a type of missile that was intended to deeply penetrate. So it does, you know, it makes sense within that headcanon that China found out about this base, possibly through spies. Of course, we now know through Bethesda's lore that there was tons of spies on the American mainland. And yeah, they hit it with like some sort of bunker buster nuclear bomb that created the Glow. So actually, yeah, I'm not against that law. It's not. My personal headcanon is that America did launch first, or they were going to launch first, and China retaliated. But it does fit. You gotta remember as well that America, at that point, was ran by the Enclave, which are, you know, they are the bad guys. They've been set up as the bad guys in Fallout 2, and Bethesda continued to make them, you know, super evil bad guys, so America being the bad guys isn't totally against the idea of the Enclave running the government. It seems to fit quite well. How do I get out of here? Oh, it wants us to, we must have messed up something upstairs. Many a true nerd released all Deathclaws when he got there. It was hilarious. He just sat back. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I think you need like 80 science to do it, which actually we do have now. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, is it the game just thinking that this is the fastest way to get there? It is. Ugh. Yeah. That's the quest mocker thinking that was the fastest way to get there, but obviously I can't actually get through that window. It's also possible that it's unknown because everyone nuked each other at the same time. Yeah. Like, if there was, like, you could be like, oh, China launched first, but by launch first, it was like 2 seconds before America launched. Because as soon as they, you know, they noticed the silos opening, they would have hit the button as well. So it's almost like doesn't even matter who hit the button first. They were all poised to do it. Oh, America is the bad guy in the Fallout universe for sure. And by the way, Welsh for our video when? God, I could do that. That would be a nightmare. If I was gonna do that, it would be like for an April Fool's video. And it would probably be for a retrospective that was like already written. But I'd have to get it translated because I would not do a very good job of translating it. It'd be translated to like a 6-year-old's level. Which actually might even be funnier. It'd take a long time for me to translate it though. But yeah, if I got it translated, I could totally read it. Won't necessarily understand every word I'm reading, but I should be able to pronounce them well enough. Oh, that was AP, not HP. But there's something I've always toyed with the idea of doing a Welsh video, but it would only have to be for April Fools, and I'd have to release like the actual retrospective, like the day after. And this is literally taken straight from... Except it doesn't kill you, but this is from Fallout 1. At the military base at the end, you know, you had the same thing. You have a console that looks just like this. Although those ones, you can actually just run through fine and you just take a bit of damage. This one, they actually block your path. And it's the same systems. You can smash the control panel or you can turn it off. Obviously, in Fallout 1, you had to approach it using, I think, the repair skill to turn it off. And you could just blow it up with dynamite or a grenade to smash it. So, playing them back-to-back really did make me appreciate, like, clearly Bethesda were passionate about Fallout 1. And they took loads of things from that game. They just didn't take the themes, as you mentioned in, I guess, H-Bomber guy said in his video. They ignored, arguably, the most important parts. That's down to writing again, though. And you could say that was probably Emil's whole write what you know kind of thing. So even if they did sit down and, like, take the themes, like they wrote down the themes from Fallout 1, Emil could have just been like, it's, you know, it's not something I'm well versed on. Write what you know. I'm just gonna make a very basic, good, bad hero story. Pansy ass Pinko. I love the handyman in this game. Oh jeez, dude, jeez, no, Pip-Boy open. Oh god. Yes, for some reason, whenever you get, there's like almost invincibility frames, but the opposite, where if you're getting hit enough, you can spam the Pip-Boy button and it just will not open. I'm gonna, to avoid that in the future, I'm gonna hotkey this. Yeah, hit that with a hotkey. That was close. I did not want to die because the Pip-Boy refused to open. I think it's possibly tied to anything that makes your screen shake. Like when you get hit by the flamer, your screen shakes. That seems to impede your ability to open up your Pip-Boy. I need to check that more thoroughly, though. Oh, can I actually repair my armor with these guys? Or maybe I might be able to. Definitely need to do that. No, that's the problem with this winterized armor. Maybe with the basic power armor we can. High clearance card. Oh, all these all Hellfire troops. Yeah, I think they're all Hellfire troops. Bugger. Oh well. It's providing 2 damage resistance and 11 damage resistance. That's nothing. Tesla power armor. Possibly we can use this. Nope. Oh, it might be worth even equipping that. What do we lose? Charisma +1. Charisma -1. I don't care about that. Energy weapons. It's 10. Yeah. We're over encumbered if you do. Do we get strength from this? No, we're just over encumbered anyway, are we? Yeah. I can't even equip the helmet anymore. Okay. Don't need to drop a lot. Right. Can we repair the Tesla power armor with this stuff? We can. I'm only being cautious now because we did nearly die there. Right. Yeah, let's carry on. Yeah, Tesla armor I think is the best non-DLC armor in the game. I think that guy was actually friendly. Oh well, but this is basically a psychopath run, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this really doesn't matter at this point. Decent perk we can get. Action boy. Oh yeah, let's try and... Oh no, but if we want... What we want is something to increase our VATs. There. So we actually do get to use it in these last minutes of the game. So we don't waste our Grim Reaper sprint. It's a launch pad. It's a launch pad. You can eat a baby in the pit. DLC for Fallout 3. I need to... Yeah, when we were there, I think maybe you can, but you need the cannibalism perk. Yeah, well, that's why we couldn't do it. You could eat a baby in Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I think the New Vegas one's a mod. I'm not sure if the Fallout 3 one is a mod. Oh, I should need some... Okay, yeah, let's actually use this. Yay. Sniper's working. Oh no, I don't have enough damage to actually kill them. I need to focus on the head. Oh yeah. Grim Reaper's sprint has been wasted. Because we are actually at the end of the game now. Is that Enclave or is that Brotherhood? Whichever one it is, it's dead now. Stop shooting me. Where are you? Ouch. Still one person alive. Or was it probably a turret? Yeah, you need the cannibalism perk. Yep, that's wild. You can kill children in the original Fallout games. You can. In the American version, you need a mod for the British, or for the European versions, unfortunately. And the way they cut them out in the European versions was they didn't actually cut them. They just made them invisible. I guess that was faster. But it means that in, say, Shady Sands, you can actually still hear the children. You just can't see them. So it's quite creepy, actually. But that was the workaround. But anyway, all the versions online now are the American version, so it doesn't actually matter. I think they all come with the kids and shit included. And if you kill a child, it's really bad, because you will get the child killer perk, and many people will just not talk to you anymore. It's essentially, it forces you into doing a zero intelligence run. A lot harder if you do that. Stop shooting me. Yeah, I love to kill children in video games. It's important to mention the in video games. Do not take that out of context. It just works. It does, yeah. Why remove the children when you can just make them invisible? Same thing. And since then, I believe America also made it so if you kill children in video games, it makes your game a certain rating. I think it's in America, it's called like an A rating, like adult AO, like adult only, and that that will obviously very detrimentally harm your sales. I don't think they can actually advertise it on game shelves when you get that rating. So that's why Bethesda didn't actually include child killing. But that wasn't around when Fallout 1 and 2 came out. So going for the court proceedings for that around 1996, I think. I remember Daggerfall was one of the ones brought up in court as being like egregiously disgusting, like so terrible for children. How dare they play Daggerfall and see, I think, boobs was the thing they didn't like about Daggerfall. Also, it's because you could run around and kill people on the street. Which you can still do. That's still legal to do in video games now, so. But yeah, when I was researching Daggerfall, I remember seeing that. Okay, we want whichever one is the most evil. Yes, load the payload. Check satellite status. Satellite seems to be working, I think. Check the payload. The payload is a bunch of nukes, I think. Yeah, warheads. We only have 4 warheads to use. Great. Fire the payload. Oh, I need to pick. Yeah. Oh, is there not an all? Well, yeah, Citadel. Oh, it's... Megaton. We've already nuked Megaton. Oh, no, we haven't nuked Megaton. There's no point doing that. You can get that anyway. River City sounds fun. Yeah, not this. Can I not nuke? I've got 4 nukes. Why can I not choose 4 of them? Anyways, let's do Citadel. Yeah. Fuck you, Brotherhood. You're not the real Brotherhood. And now Fallout 4 is not canon. We did it. Same for sex, automatic A rating. Can't sell it in stores. Yeah, that's what the hot coffee mod, right? With Fallout San Andreas, when they uncovered the sex scenes. You can only imply it now. Which is what they actually... They continued that in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, to be fair. Just you fade the black and some sex noises. Alright, where's Sarah? Or do I need to get on the vertibird? What a weird time we're living on. A long-awaited new Bethesda game came out and nobody really cares anymore playing old Fallout games. I mean, I'm still playing Starfield. I am making videos on Starfield, so that's probably why. But yeah, it seems like most people have got 100 to 200 hours in the game and then call it quits. Mods may help in the future, but we have to wait for DLC, I think. I haven't got high hopes for the game. Oh no, the Enclave nuked you. It wasn't me, I swear. My brothers tried to... well, my parents tried to force me and my brother to return that game. But the store wouldn't accept the return because the rating... because of the rating change. Ah, that sucks.
What the hell?
Whole place is
The whole
gone.
place. It's gone.
Oh, is Sarah dead? Is that why she's not
It
talking
was
to me?
You did this.
No, I didn't.
Kill this.
Wow, we just gonna assume? Yeah, I mean, you're right, but... Hey, who said you could go? Nah. Boy. Hey, what? Come on, Bethesda. Really? You're gonna give me a scripted vertibird? It just works. Oh my god. Bye. Whee. Ooh. Alright, is that it? Is that it? Oh my god, we did it. Alright, that's the game done. We got 20 minutes to play around. It's not worth starting another game. What I want to do is... I can't remember doing this evil ending before. I want to check how the world changes. Because there are a few world changes that happen with Broken Steel. And one is that they start shipping around the Aquapura. So like there's some new quests in the Underworld. And there's one in Rivet City. So let's just go check out those and see how they've changed. Or if they have changed now that we've killed the Brotherhood. I'd like to think they've changed. See if they've actually gone that extra mile. Oh yeah, let's try and repair our armor. Can we repair our original? Yeah, yes, we can. Why kill the Brotherhood? Oh, it's because we were already doing a Psychopath run. You see, we're the Architect of Doom now. I love how the names just get more and more dramatic. But we were already on a Psychopath run because it's just the fastest way to play through the game. So I thought I might as well maintain it. And I don't like this Brotherhood. They are too far removed from the original Brotherhood mantra. I prefer the Outcasts, as they are not actually outcasts, they're just the original Brotherhood. These guys are not doing it right. But obviously, if you were playing a good guy, which is what I normally will do in these games, you obviously would bomb the Enclave. Okay, so let's see what's happened in... Oh, we've not actually... Oh, the Outcasts. So, yeah, let's see what the Outcasts say. Oh, no, the Outcasts hate us, don't they? Yeah. Just remembered that. Okay, so we can't go check out what the Outcasts are going to say, because, yeah, they hate us as well. But there's no... Oh, maybe saying that. There's no faction reputation in Fallout 3, so if we go meet the other ones... Huh. So have they just removed this? There's a quest line here. Oh, no, she's here.
If you're here looking for water,
Afraid I
all
can't
the
help.
water is at Project Purity. Now,
Maybe we should have nuked Project Purity just to see what that would have done. So if we go to Project Purity now, which is ran by the Brotherhood, presumably they hate us. Might not be the case. There's no faction reputation. Oh, no, they do hate us. Okay. So regardless of no faction reputation, they have got enough programming to tell the Brotherhood to shoot on sight after this ending. Okay, cool. So we know that's going to happen. So all of Aquapura is messed up. That's fair enough. So all I need to do is find the original Outcasts outpost, not the one from Operation Anchorage, and see what they say. I think if we just head north, it's somewhere around, like, maybe here. Well, that's south. Oh, it's not. Oh, I see what's happened. We're on the other side of this. Wait, what? No. What the hell's the game trying to make me do there? Are we not in the overworld here? Let's just go south from Megaton. That's probably faster.
good to see you.
Because techno-fascism. Yep.
You looking for the mayor or the sheriff?
I don't know. You answer me. Okay. That was egregiously evil. I felt wrong. I look. Why is the deputy still on my side? Oh wait, the raiders attacked. Is that because of this? Must be because they're tied to Aquapura. That was so evil. I felt terrible doing that. All right, let's wait till daytime again. The Megaton Aquapura quest should still be the same because that's there's like an underground Aquapura cellar in Springvale, so that won't be different. The Underworld quest, that will be the same as well. That's the schools. Yeah, so I think all the other Broken Steel side quests will be the same. Just the River City one we can't do. Yeah, I prefer OG Brotherhood, same. Let's go visit the Outcasts, and I'm not expecting there to be anything, but it'll be interesting to see if there's some voice lines to just, you know, that they acknowledge that the other Brotherhood is dead. But that might be thinking... That might be too high hopes. Gotta give it the Fallout 3 outside of the main quest. They at least they support an evil playthrough. It's just a shame that in the main quest itself, you can't really do a whole lot of evil stuff. Other than in Broken Steel, clearly they must have listened to some feedback with Broken Steel and added those endings. But I know Strategy, on his YouTube channel, he kind of, in his Fallout 3 video, he tried to, you know, he highlighted why Fallout 1 the role playing in Fallout 1 is superior to Fallout 3, and he played the main story in Fallout 1, doing an evil playthrough, and you can generally, you know, you can be evil throughout, and you can still accomplish the end of the game. And in Fallout 3, if you tried the same, you can't, you know, you can't kill your dad, you can't do anything like super egregiously evil. You can be evil outside of the main quest, but in the main quest itself, it's very linear. But it's easier to be evil in Fallout 3 than it is in... I feel like in Fallout 4, it just doesn't work as well. I don't know why. Until they did the Nuka World DLC, where you could actually work with the raiders, it felt like being evil in Fallout 4 was very much just... It was too negative to be worth actually playing as. This is the fire ant town, so we've gone too far west here. We want to go further down. The best Fallout. Why do I always arrive late on this one? Sorry, by a fox. Yeah, well, to be fair, it was a late stream. No, early stream, sorry. I started at 11 today. Just because I've got a car service at 1. So I can only play 1 game today. But we have finished it. We've actually missed the ending. We finished the whole game and we nuked the Brotherhood. Jesus Christ, this guy's the strongest enemy we've fought. This feral ghoul reaver's actually stronger than Deathlords. That's impressive. That's level scaling for you. Did we take high intelligence? We must have done, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, max intelligence. I was just wondering because we're maxing out all of our skills super easily. Wow, 1. It's 6 AM here. Damn. Is that in a... Where's that? America? Must be right. That's a very early morning. Alright. This actually will help us. I wouldn't recommend normally getting Explorer, but we do need to find where the... Huh? What did Metro? Falls Church Metro. Oh, wait, no, we did miss it. It's here, isn't it? Marigold Station. Oh, no, it's here. Fort Independence. God damn, my memory's terrible. Yeah, so what we're doing now, we're going over to the Outcasts just to see if they acknowledge that the Lions Brotherhood, the Lions Pride has been destroyed. I'm not expecting that level of, you know, integration with the DLC, but it'll be interesting to see. I've already confirmed that even though there's no faction reputations in this game, the Brotherhood will still shoot us on sight now. So that does mean we can't do a lot of the side quests for Broken Steel. Or at least the Rivet City side quest. Because Project Purity, I can't do the Project Purity quest, obviously, because the Brotherhood killed me on sight. Oh, the slavers like us, of course. That makes sense. Hello?
I'll mind my business, you mind yours.
Will do. Central time zone, nice. Baby bottom of Texas, damn. Right near the border then. Must be nice weather. Even at this time of year. Although I know you did have that cold spell, didn't you, last year? Or last winter. But it's freezing here, it's -1. Literally freezing. Celsius, of course. It's 1 AM here on Friday. Oh, Jackson coming in from Australia, I'm gonna guess, or maybe New Zealand. You're literally a day ahead of us. $1:18 and my lunch break is over. That's gotta be... That's Europe, isn't it? Germany? Purdy. 2004 Purdy. I'm gonna guess Belgium. Actually, no, I think Belgium might be the same time zone as the UK. I'm not sure on that one. But yeah, that's Europe. Time zones are a trip. They sure are. How one person can be literally on a different day to us. It's mad. Spain. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I know Purdy sounded Latin. I don't know why I went for Belgium then. guess it's more Latin than German. I'm from Germany. Nice, Deke. I've only been to Germany once. I know I went to Berlin, but it was a good time. I was only there for 3 days, though. Want to see it more. I know my wife wants to go to Hamburg someday, so we'll definitely be coming back to Germany at some point. It's very nice weather here in New Zealand. Ah, lucky. For Southern Hemisphere, though, so... Oh, no, it's just summer, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Why it would be so nice. Because I know you guys obviously still get cold winters. Right, so they are friendly. That's cool.
Keep your head down, idiot.
Right, yeah, we haven't been introduced to these people yet, so we got to go for this scripted sequence. And I need to try and... Oh, I didn't help. She's gonna call me useless. If you kill both of them, they, like, acknowledge it. But she's gonna be like, yeah, get yourself killed. Yeah. Thanks for the help. Who are you people? Cause out the outcast.
And we collect technology. And before you ask,
We were cast from the company.
from that
Yeah.
company of zero. Way we figure it, if traders think we're too...
So this is the original outpass. Yeah, so she's not acknowledging it.
They ditched... Sure. But now they're wasting their
Time protecting the Yahoos.
Like you, while Ahab Lyons is...
By that acknowledge, you think lions would be killed.
Huh? And here I thought we... Anyway, I don't know if the old man's going to die, but he's not...
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to acknowledge it. Let's get the quest from them. So this is the quest where you can hand... Oh, let's hand over the alien blaster, actually. You should never do that, but it'll be funny, I think, to finish off our Fallout 3 playthrough. Let's give him the... Nice. Give him the alien blaster and our power armor.
I'm Protector Henry Kasdan.
Hey, how's it going? I'll take the job. How do you feel?
Which one? The original Brotherhood out west, or the ship that...
No, so yeah, it doesn't look like Lions won't do it. Yeah, they don't acknowledge it. I didn't really expect them to, but I had hopes, possibly.
We were
Yep. Alien blaster.
Yes, I think the boys down in the lab would be very... Now, what...
Traded from some stim packs. 20 stim packs, that was worth it. I got a sensor module, that's not even worth it. Give me 1 stim pack. Oh, I can't give him my power armor? Is it because I'm wearing it? I'm surprised he doesn't want any of these alien weapons. Oh, but they're all DLC. Oh no, he won't acknowledge our power armor either. Yeah, this is the kind of thing with... It's never really integrated well. Broken Steel was a rare DLC, and that actually changed the game world. Like, with implementing some new side quests. It's just a shame that they didn't... Yeah, they missed out on this one. Ah, well. I didn't really expect them to, but... It is what it is. Okay, so we finished Fallout 3 in 11.5 hours. That's not too bad. To do every main quest then in the game, kind of rushing it, but not really using any speedrunning strategies. It's an 11.5 hour game. That's pretty decent, actually. One thing Fallout 4 did amazingly was survival mode. Yep, that and the gunplay might be the best features for the older games. Makes Aqua Girl one of my first perks since the river runs right through the middle. I've never thought of taking Aqua Girl. That's a good idea. Or Aqua Boy, I guess, depending on the agenda in the game. But yeah, survival mode is the best part about Fallout 4. It's why, I mean, it's cliche to say this, and I've said it multiple times, but Fallout 4 is an actual, like, looter-shooter, kind of survival shooter. Decent game. It's a Fallout game, and when I think of a Fallout game, I think of CRPG. That's where it's a bit lacking. It's more of its own, like... It's almost like more of a spin-off. It's like a good survival game set in the Fallout universe. It just lacks on the actual RPG parts of Fallout itself. The Outcasts actually raise a good question. How did they get the paint to repaint their armor like that? Brotherhood power armor is normally unpainted except for the green shoulders. That's a good point. Although, aren't they quite close to the Red Razor factory? Oh, I thought they were... I always thought the Red Razor factory was right next to them. That would have made more sense, but I guess they could have got the paint from here. That's a side quest they could have implemented, actually, is him asking you to go to the Red Racer factory to go get some paint for them. Actually, there's a quest like that in Fallout 4, isn't there? There's definitely a quest in Fallout 4 where they ask you to get certain colors of paint. Oh, it's for the green wall in Diamond City. Yeah. Yeah, they must have got it from somewhere. Why did they... It almost looks rusty. It can't be rust, no. It's weird that they've chose to paint it like in this way. Maybe it's implied that they painted the whole armor red and then it's worn down to reveal what they've got here. But probably from the Red Racer factory, I guess. And we've still got some time here. We've got 4 minutes. I've never gone in the Fort Independence. Is it actually a rendered place? No, it is. Never tried to go into here. I imagine on what we're going to find is mostly just Brotherhood armor. And without a means of getting training, there's not much reason to come into here earlier in the game. I imagine the people who come into here are the ones who are pro Lion's Pride and are just trying to kill the outcasts. It doesn't... What the hell? This is so... Like, why does it look like this? This is the thing with... And Fallout 1 and 2 had this as well, where unless you use mods, like, the interiors kind of always look a bit dilapidated, even though people are living there. But, like, you're telling me this is the base like, the West Coast Brotherhood are using out here? Like, seriously? This? They didn't try to clean it up one bit. Are the scribes actually down here, then? Oh, they're friendly. Even though we're not allowed to be down here. Oh, doors activate, okay. We actually do have to hack this. Pure luck. Doors, oh, I need to actually, yeah, I need to hit open. Activate the door. Door activated. So it says there's some friendly NPCs down here. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. I'm surprised they don't seem to acknowledge that we're not meant to be here.
No time to talk to your type, local.
Not that there's anything here, and there doesn't seem to be any scribes. It does feel like they should be attacking me right now. Maybe they don't because I'm an enemy of the Lion's Pride. I can't believe I've never actually come in here before. Not much reason is there in the base game. Hello, hey, Golm, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am from the Real Outcasts. Good song. Very good song. So yeah, it's just like it's just a dungeon, I guess. Got some good loot, though. Good loot. No, I guess these could be scribes wearing power armor. They don't normally though, do they? Doesn't look like there's any scribes. The game lied to me. Is there anything else we can actually do here? No, it's just a dungeon. Turret control system. It's kind of similar to the base for the Talon Company. It's just like an optional dungeon that's not really... It seems like almost like cut content, you know? It's not really bulked out to any degree. Yeah. Yeah, kind of nothing, really. Ah, well. Oh, okay, now they're enemy. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Hey, well, at least the game acknowledges that these are good guys. See, you lose karma. That's probably pissed off a few Lion's Pride fans in the past when they've tried to come here to kill them. They're still upstanding citizens. Alright. I think that kind of finishes up for today. I guess Bethesda saw the poverty huts in Mexico, made of billboards and whatnot, and decided that was going to be Fallout 4's building system instead of actual buildings. Yeah, that's always ridiculous in Fallout 4 as well. It's like, we've seen in Fallout 2 that people didn't forget how to make buildings. Like, the NCR have concrete. They have concrete roads. And, like, they have adobe buildings. Like, they've got building techniques. They know how to do it. Such a shame. I have a complaint about Fallout 4. Why can't I not build with bricks? That is one of the most basic building technologies. Yeah, it's like, literally. There's so many materials around as well. There's so many brick buildings that they could break down to just use the bricks from. That was a big thing in Europe. The reason a lot of our castles look so terrible isn't necessarily that they were destroyed in wars. It's because the locals would just go to the abandoned castle and take the stones to make their own houses with. Because no one was stopping them at that point. You know, they were abandoned. concrete isn't even that hard to make. No, it's essentially like, it's kind of like Adobe, right? Adobe, you think, is just mud and water and like some sand and stuff. Concrete's just an advanced version of that, of just mixing a bunch of dry materials, adding some water, and then hoping for the best. The main thing you need for concrete is, I guess, getting the mixture right. But like Rome had concrete. Well, it's just so odd that you can build massive concrete blocks but no brick houses. Yeah, it's silly, but that's Bethesda Fallout for you. It's like Boston brick houses are the thing. Yeah, there's loads of them as well. There's so many, and so many of them boarded up in Fallout 4 that no one decided to live in. Also, wood. Why is nothing made of wood? Trees exist in Fallout. It's all used of reconstituted wood, isn't it? It's like an old billboard and an old like piece of like plywood they found on the floor. No one's like chopping down trees. Be safe today, my man. Will do, bro. Will do, everyone. Thank you for coming out. It was a very short one, but should be back to the regular schedule next week, hopefully. But yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a good day, too. Have a good rest of your day or good night, depending where you are in the world. And I'll see you all next week. See ya.